My name is Andy, and I am a high school teacher. So, if you know how wild I used to be, you will know it must be God's work. It must be a miracle for me to stand here to tell the story. 1 month ago, Sushi asked me to share something with you, my dear fellows. I say yes without hesitation. It's not because I'm a good storyteller. It's not because I thought I could do a good job. Or it's not because I was talkative. But because I thought God must have placed something apart in my life. And I try to make a rule to say yes. Okay? But I regret giving the promise so soon, so quickly, because I began to doubt what I could share with you. I didn't have too much to say in my religious life compared to you guys. I didn't do too many jobs in the church, in the service. It seems that my story will not have too much to do with God or my belief. So, however, I try to persuade myself to change my mind. And everyone is a story in God's eyes. So all I have to do is to repeat what God has done to me for the past almost 50 years. Okay? I'm 47 years old now. So I'm not nervous at all right now, because I try to speak to God. But when I try to speak to God, I'm happy, I'm not nervous. Yes. So, but will my story be touching? I'm not sure, I don't know. Will my story make you have a stronger belief in God?
Yes.
I hope so, but I don't think I'm not the one in charge. Yes. It's God that is in charge right now.
Amen.
Yes. And I beg Him to give me the inspiration so that I can tell you how great His mercy is on me. And I'm here to tell my own story, to say thank you to God, and to ask for His forgiveness. Okay, my title, A Journey to my Camelot, okay? So what is Camelot? It's a camera, okay? It's a 照相机, it's camera. So, does anybody have an idea about what it is? Camelot?
It's not in the dictionary, so I guess you created that word, right?
Okay. Anybody? It is a castle in the novel. Yes, King Arthur. Yes, okay. King Arthur. Yes. So, King Arthur, yes. So it's a city, the castle in the 5th century in the novel. It's a holy city, just like the Zion in the Bible. And it's the castle in which King Arthur lived, and it's the city in which all the heroes long for. And Camelot is said to be the castle where people believe King Arthur and the Knights of the Round Table, all the great heroes lived. And it's also the historical stage on which all the romances and the legends took place, okay, long time ago. So it's kind of holy city to human beings. And so why should I use the name Camelot instead of the name Zion? Why should I give the title The Journey to Zion? It's better, right? Because we are Christians. I use the name to show how human I used to be. Okay? And how limited my life used to be. I hope next time, if I got a second chance to stand here, to tell my story with you. The title will be My Journey to Zion. Okay? And so, yes, so King Arthur, right? Yes, King Arthur. Okay. And the story in the storm, right? You must read the story before, right? And yeah. And you pretend this never happened because she's a girl, okay? So too big, okay? The soul is too big. Yeah. Okay. And I conquer, said by Julius Caesar, right? And this is the philosophy of life when I was a college boy. This expression is very useful, no? I can tell you. For example, when we come to church on Sunday, and we can say, I come, I sleep, and I go. Okay? So very useful on a lot of occasions. Especially 中学牧区. Okay, so I got to know. I am a person who tends to be, who tends to deviate from the topic, So I got to stick to my notes, okay? So I can make sure I can finish all the story in time, in 20 minutes. And at that time, when I was a college boy, I tried to do things with my own effort, like this one. I have no idea who God is. And so I say, I come, I say I conquer, right? Like a hero. And I was the center of my own work. I tried to do everything with my own effort. I did not, but actually it was a pity when I look back. So one of my classmates once asked me if I believe in God. I answered that I was not sure if God did exist. But whether it was real or not, it didn't matter to me because I thought, why should I obey you even if you are real? I didn't have any idea that I was so arrogant and so self-important at the time. However, okay, sometimes I still doubt what kind of person I was and what future I would have. So I tried to study a lot of books, but I could not find a satisfying answer in the books. I didn't read the Bible at the time, very carefully. Yes, we did read the Bible, but I didn't read it very carefully. Okay? So, yeah, okay? I try to depend on myself, muscle, okay? And so, yes, I try to figure out who I am, okay? And so, what's my future? And again, I led myself in the high mountains to testify myself and to explore the unknown world, including the unknown part of myself. Yes, more and more, just like playing the jigsaw puzzle, it seemed that I had a clear picture about myself. At that time, the myself had nothing to do with the belief in God. So let's now take a look at myself, the myself, and what happened to me in the high mountains, the mountains. You can find me smoking, right? Yes, I smoked a lot at that time, and actually I thought it was cool. However, basically, I was not a heavy smoker. I could quit anytime, but I just couldn't, and I just wouldn't, and I just couldn't find the reason why I should quit it, until my daughter Elaine was born, who gave me the reason. And I just thought to be a qualified father, I had to cherish my own life and my body for my daughter, physically and spiritually. Okay. So that's me, more than 25 years ago. And so the question, who am I, kept bothering me. I didn't pay too much attention on my studies. Instead, I spent more time in the wilderness, in the mountains. I once became the leader of the mountain climbing club. And college life was just like a time with no burden and no specific life goal. Actually, most of the time, I just flew around on campus without knowing what kind of person I was going to be and what kind of life I was going to have. So, I stay in the mountains, get rid of the reality, which keeps powering me. And so life seems so joyful in the mountains, but there was always a shadow hanging over me. I sometimes just wonder what my future would be like, and if I would be a person who could do something great to the people around me. And the only thing I knew was that I love this land. I love this land, Taiwan. And so I love to do something unique, okay? And which would make my life worthy. So just like a song, roll, roll, roll your boat, gentle rock down the stream, right? Merrily, 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 life is but a dream, right? I found more enthusiasm, in the wilderness than in the classroom. I try to keep myself in the wild, and to have a better understanding about myself, and to get rid of the reality. So again and again, okay, and most of the time, we'll stay in the mountains for more than 1 week. So that's why we always had such a big backpack. And usually, it weighs more than 20 or 30 kilograms. Because it was so heavy, so our backs and our shoulders would be killing us on the way all the time. But we enjoy that. We enjoy the suffering and the painful experience. Okay? We are wild animals. We are not human beings. And we are proud of that. So the big backpack was kind of a symbol of torture or suffering, which made us so different from others. And the so-called normal people, in our view. So the normal people just can't get the beauty of the suffering, So we know the beauty of our belief, our God. But a lot of people just don't have idea the beauty of our belief. Okay. So we are so special, so strong. We are almighty, which actually I think now is a joke to God. And I know a lot of great friends. We suffered together. We got lost in the forest together. We shared a bottle of water for several days together. And we had a painful and a joyful experience together. Sometimes we save each other's life, if necessary. And the more painful experience we had, the stronger feelings we will have to each other. So it was a pity, we didn't talk about God. We always think about ourselves. And I didn't think that God actually was working with me and taking care of me without my awareness. Okay, so when I look back in my life in the mountains, I thought God was already there for me. It looked like life was so exciting, but actually it was empty. And I think back, So for several times, I almost got killed, in some accidents. So if God didn't save me, I'm going to stand here today to hear a story, how He changed my life.